Hi, I'm your host, Ollie Williams.
I'm your co-host, James Humphrey.
I'm James Smith.
Hi, my name is Curtis Williams.
Hello, welcome to GNS News Station, and today we're going to be talking about the overpopulation in the state of Florida.
Over 70% of the population in Florida believe it to be overpopulated, and 60% say if we add 5 million, it would make a serious problem.
People are essential to support an economy, but it's too many people, bad things and stuff happening in the state of Florida.
Yeah. Some problems that could arise from this would be the price of living going up. We get kicked out of our houses. We got people buying us out of our houses.
Correct. And the population of Florida has gone up to I would say probably since the 2005's year, 2005, and the population of the Florida was 7 million, I think it was, correct?
7 million?
Yeah. 7 million. But
the people of Florida are worried about more people coming to the state of Florida because they believe that we're going to be forced out of our houses, and we won't have any room left really to move to. We're going to have to move to a different state.
Correct.
Yeah.
And most of the current population of Florida is not originally from Florida, and we have to, come to the state of our places. And we now go to the people of Florida to see what their stance is on the current population and the rise of population in the state.
Funding, he says, to help with growing pains on our roads. He says it's an issue all local leaders are learning to deal with. Do we get to the point that there is too much growth, and is it bad for Central Florida?
Listen, I think growth right now is a good thing for our community, because the moment that this community stops growing will be the day that we begin to die as a community in terms of our entire economy here.
Today we're here with Nick, my good friend.
What up?
He's lived in Florida for how long have you lived in Florida now?
My entire life.
Your entire life?
Sadly.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun actually. So today we're actually here to ask you your opinion about the overpopulation in the state of Florida. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's obviously a real thing. There's too many people in Florida all the time. You got to think there's a certain amount of supply that goes to Florida itself, and there's so many people in Florida that we have to get triple, quadruple times that.
Makes sense. And have you ever yourself experienced overpopulation first-handedly?
Yes.
You have?
In one house.
Can you describe the event that took place?
It's called 8 people trying to live in a 4-bedroom place.
Interesting. All right. And how do you think we could deal with an overpopulation problem like the one we're experiencing here in Florida?
Honestly, I think that certain states should just have a certain cap to the amount of people, because
In the state of Florida.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because in certain states, Florida, for example, is smaller than Texas, so Texas should have a higher cap to people that can stay there, and Florida should have a lower cap.
So then, what happens if you're born in the state of Florida and you beyond that cap?
Imagine you get kicked out.
All right. And do you really feel like overpopulation is really that big of a deal?
In certain places, but not in Florida.
Not in Florida. Do you feel like if we were to get another 5 million people in Florida, do you think that'd be a problem for us?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
So what do you think would be one of the major problems that we would first see when we start seeing overpopulation problems?
Food, traffic, and just way too many people in general, COVID and shit come back.
All right.
I feel like I couldn't say that.
And do you think we'll run out of space for people to stay in general?
One day.
One day?
But it's more or less when the woods run out is when...
When the wood runs out?
When the woods run out is when we'll have enough.
All right, well, I think that will wrap it up here. Thank you, Nick.
Do you think there is, or the potential of overpopulation in the state of Florida?
Through the past about 3 to 4 years, I have seen an increase with the population of the state of Florida, and especially with this new administration in office for the past 10 months, I have seen a rapid growing of the population of the state.
Do you think the population of Florida rising is causing an increase in unemployment?
I have to say no, because in 2020, when we got first hit with the COVID-19 pandemic, unemployment went through the roof. And now that we're in 2021, we have a vaccine, and even before the vaccine was even released to the public, the unemployment rate went down again even before the change of administrations. So I have to say no, the rising of the population has not really had an effect on unemployment.
All right, everybody, that's going to be it for today for the GNS News. I'm Ollie Williams with my co-host,
James Humphrey.
and talk to you guys later.